the man, the myth, the cuck, Pedro Pascal. Everyone's talking about him, and I don't blame anyone since he's been thrust onto all of us with all the selective string pulling of a charity sponsored by Tampax. Given his mannerisms, I wouldn't be surprised if he needs them. Now, joking aside, he's a strong, independent, power-thrusting bottom who don't need no top, and that's exactly what Hollywood wants us to be. There's a reason more articles are being written about Pedro's true masculinity than the entirety of the men's mental health crisis. It's because who Pedro is in real life and on screen is the embodiment of what woketards pretend is masculinity. Timid, subservient, lewd, and more. Now, I was inspired to discuss this because a viewer, shout out to Drones Club Hijinks, brought Despero's video to my attention about Pedro and soy boys in Hollywood in general. The video's pretty good, as Despero's pretty consistent in making points, unlike fixing his teeth, but there's one thing I sort of disagree on, and that's the replacement of the girl boss with the Pedro Pascals of Hollywood. Before I get into that, if you enjoy what you hear in this video, then please like and subscribe to help build this kingdom. It's no secret the girl boss speed ran its own evolutions faster than power leveling a Butterfree before fighting Brock, and now general audiences have hit that point of fatigue. Because shockingly, feminism does not a hero make. Really, they're thinly veiled villains wearing heroism like a skin suit. Regardless, as I've mentioned before, after the greatest comeback ever with the return of the Tangerine, Hollywood dug its heels in because it has almost as many communists in it as China. Combine that with the influx of money laundering schemes that are BlackRock and its countless affiliates, and you get this immovable object, our resolve, against an unstoppable force, the propagandistic woke ideology. They won't quit, even after considering slowing down the live-action remakes post-catastrophe that was drab sewage. The wild success of the travesty that is Lilo and Stitch, however, will encourage them to keep going with the ideas slipped in while also cutting corners to reduce costs. So while the girl boss may see some level of restraint, it will be temporary as the soy boys are unleashed unto the world. There is a growing demand for strong male leads again, and other soy boys, while good actors, don't stretch those shirts like they used to. For example, I stand by Timothée Chalamet being a great actor, especially after his performance in Dune Part 2, but this kid would lose in a fight to the old 90s Sixer from the Great Outdoors. This is because it's all a ploy not to give audiences what we want, but what Hollywood, and thus the communists in it, want for us. And because their ideology views men in such a disparaging manner, these characters will never achieve their full potential, as they are held back by a pincher collar and leash. This has been happening for a while now, heroes playing second fiddle to new characters that come in and save or overshadow them, like in Moon Knight, the love interest in Alien Romulus, and now recent reports detailing how, as we've all known for a while, Sue Storm leads the Fantastic Four. This doesn't include any of the numerous projects I'm sure will come out. I think it's a calculated effort to test the waters with the beta males, granting girl bosses some rest in the meantime, and any successes can be attributed to them, and in their eyes, prove that their ideology works. Tricking them into believing whatever these things are was the missing element in their movies. This will create a reinforcement loop, replaying all the same tactics we've seen before, this time with articles along the lines of Hollywood has given audiences the strong male leads they want, and they are still not happy. Inevitably, we'll be blamed again, while whatever successful flukes are selectively praised for the narrative. As the potential popularity falters, the girl boss will be reintroduced, and we'll have to deal with the double whammy of Hollywood's new power couple, the insufferable girl boss and the beta males, all in a repeating cycle that will happen for the next 5 to 10 years if things do not change. Changes that must come from the strong masculine men and truly feminine women. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, then please like, share, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.